Hello. Hello. Welcome back to Tyson's Alchemy. So, you want some wisdom? You want some knowledge? I'm gonna drop some sauce right now. Are you ready? The fucking Jews did it. The Jews done everything. The Jews have done everything. It's all fucked because of the Jews. The fucking Jews. Just joking. So in this video today, I'm going to drop some knowledge on how to be creative. But the real G's will stay to the end, because the first 5 I'm going to tell you are just the generic bullshit that you want to hear because you're refusing to be creative. But I'm going to tell you them anyway, and then I'm going to drop the real sauce at the end, which is the real reason why I haven't dropped any course on being creative, because it's too saucy. Number 1 tip on being creative: you need to embrace curiosity. So what does this mean? So when you're trying to be creative, you're trying to come up with an edit idea, for example, you need to embrace the idea that other people might have better ideas than you do. So what does that mean? Go look at other versions of similar type of content that you want to make. Go copy ideas. Do a little bit of consuming, right? So number 1 tip, go watch some Instagram reels and see what works, and just think to yourself, how can I apply that to me? Or how can I apply it to my idea or my client? If you don't do this bit, it's hard for you to pop up with inspiration, okay? Number 2, step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, that's right. So do something completely different. Either consume something completely different, like something you wouldn't normally watch. I don't know, maybe a girly program, just for like 10 minutes. Why? Because there'll be a different type of creation on it.
Tyson, how can I watch it? I'll watch it.
Just consume 10 minutes and look at the way they've created whatever the show is that you're gonna watch. I don't know, some program about witches or something. Just watch it and try and think about how they made the opening scenes, right? It's creativity, it's inspiration. Also, another way to empower your creative mind is to go do something completely different. You can break the realms of reality by doing something different, something you've never done before. That's how you create a new pathway in your brain, by doing something you've never done before. You've never skipped down the street? Go do it today. Just go skip. Let's go jump around and skip. Yeah, you might be worried what people are gonna think of you, but fuck them. Fuck what people think of you. Go skip down the fucking street now, because you will change your reality. You break into a new reality because you've never done that before, and the world changes around you. And you might just trigger a new neuron pathway, and then that's where your creativity may be lying. Now obviously skipping down the street might not give you the creativity that you need, but the point is still the same. If you do new things, new pathways open. Number 3 is allow for playfulness. Okay, so play around with ideas. Your ideas do not need to be perfect. You can just play around. You don't even need to plan it. Sometimes you can just go into an edit or a creative idea and just do it as you go along. Wing it as you go along. Sometimes they were my best ones. I just had a song in my head. I like that song. I wonder if that works in an edit. Right, I'll put their song in and I'll just see what footage comes up first. Oh yep, that one. Oh yep, that one. Oh yeah, by the time I got to the end, I was just having fun. Oh cool, that's a pretty good edit, that. And then you can make it better with the details later on. But play around, have fun. You don't need to be so rigid with your ideas. Right, number 4 is create without judgment. A lot of the time what's holding you back from making something creative is you think it needs to be perfect. And let me tell you something, bro. No one is perfect and no one started off good. Ding ding ding. You win. No one started off good. There wasn't a magically talented editor or creative person. It took time and they had to work on it, and they got better and better and better. So stop waiting for it to be perfect. Stop waiting for the perfect idea. Oh, it's kind of good, but what about this? What about that? Just fucking do it. Do it. Do it. Just fucking do it. Number 5, take breaks and have a rest. If you're forcing it, the more you try, the more likely you are to not be creative. So just take a break. If you're sitting down, I need to do this, I need to do this, you're gonna force it on yourself. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna come naturally. So fuck off, go do something else. Rest, go watch something that you like to watch just for a bit of fun, a comedy maybe. Or go to the gym, go do something completely different and take your mind away from trying to be creative, and it will give you a better chance of being creative when you come back to the task. So there's 5 tips on being creative. Now it's time for the sauce. Okay, so come in closer. No, not that close. Here's the real sauce, okay? And this is the reason why I've never made a course in, because I couldn't really explain how I'm creative. I'm just gonna say it anyway, and let's see if it works for you guys. I might be just a fucking weirdo, okay? Right, have you heard of downloads? Creative downloads, okay? If you go look up like a clip of Michael Jackson, I know he said it, where he's thinking like, hey, I was thinking of a song, and the song just comes to me in my head, and I need to make it now because I know that Prince is gonna get the same idea in his head, and it's like a download. We just get that. Go look up the clip. Lots of people spoke about J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. She said it was a download of I don't know why I'm doing Michael Jackson's voice for her. She said it was a download of ideas that came to her, and then she did the rest. Right, I get downloads. I get things given to me, said to me all the time, so much that I've got notebooks full of shit. Now, am I blessed? No, you can get them as well. How do I do this? How do I tune into this, I don't know, magical consciousness that's floating around where they just throw ideas at people. Well, the people that get these downloads and ideas are open to them. So that's step one. Be open to the fact that you could get a download. You could get a creative idea from something other than yourself. I'm not open to that. That didn't exist. Alright, fuck off then. Go do your 5 tips. All the best. But I'm the creative G, so if you want the knowledge, listen up. I'll go on a walk, and the key is I need to distract my conscious mind and just let my subconscious and the consciousness of whatever it is out there work. So I go on a walk, I have my headphones on, I'm walking the dog, so I'm distracted by walking. My conscious mind is not trying to trip up. I've got my eye on the dog, I've got my eye on anyone walking by that needs to smack the fuck up, and I'm listening to something. That's multiple distractions for my consciousness. Right, then I'll start scrolling. I'll start looking on social media or whatever the subject is that I want to get an idea from. And then at that moment, I do nothing. I don't think. I'm just doing my conscious scanning, walking, and I'm consuming. At some point in the next 2 to 5 minutes, an idea pops in my head, whether it's something I've seen, but something tells me specifically how I can turn that sound or that clip into something else. And that's what works for me. And like I said earlier, the way this works is by not trying. I have an intention, but I am not trying, okay? The more you try, the harder it is to be naturally creative. Sure, you can all sit in a room and brainstorm ideas together and be creative, and you are trying. But the magic in this, and it's endless ideas, is I have an intention before I go. The intention's out there. Hello, intention, I want to make some epic edits, right? Boom, done. Then I leave it, forget about it. Then I go on my walk and I engage with the dog and I say hi to people and walking by, how are you doing, sir? And then when I get a little moment when there's no one around, I'll just do some little bit of scrolling, or even sometimes just walking. They'll come to me when I'm walking and I'm not scrolling. But the more distractions I can give myself so I don't think about being creative, the better chance I am of getting a download. So there you go, try it. Sounds fucking crazy, you can't put it in a guide, but maybe one day I'll talk more about downloads and how to advance them. But try that if you're struggling to be creative. Switch off your conscious brain. It's trying to fuck you all the time, trying to look for risks and safety and, well, what would people gonna think? You just tune in to the consciousness that is all around you, because Michael Jackson wasn't special where he was, but all these people that got ideas and talked about downloads, they're not superhuman, like same as you, and you can get them as well. There's the source, take it or leave it. This is Tyson 𝐷𝐿. Remember, self-hypnosis is the key. Be creative, boys.